Mr. Transformers 96 here, another reviews. I have Thor, the Mighty Avenger, Walmart exclusive deluxe 6-inch comic series Loki. So there you go. So this is obviously the 6-inch Walmart exclusive Loki, or Thor series of toys. Same basic packaging as the 3 3/4 inch versions, just a lot bigger. So yeah, so this one retails for $15 at the store. I picked it up on sale for about $7.50. So that's why that's the only reason I got it. I was really just waiting for a good sale to pick up this guy. So yeah, so overall pretty neat. The sculpt itself, pretty good. As far as the rendition, this version of Loki, I'm not a fan of. Really not at all. I mean, the face sculpt, the actual face looks a little bit strange. He looks mean, he's got a weird look to him. As far as the helmet, it's pretty good. I like the way the horns are set, and the big long ponytail and the way it's designed is pretty nice. And it's a pretty hard plastic, which is good. It won't break or anything. You don't have to worry about it, so I like that. But as far as just the rest of his outfit, it's kind of like he was living with the Frost Giants. That's what it kind of looks like. It's a pretty plain outfit with some fur over here and on the back. And the fur is sculpted really nice. There's no problems with that. It's actually really good. It's just, I don't really like the way it looks. As far as the little loincloth, looks pretty nice. And it's got some gold paint, which is good. Really plain body, but the sculpt is pretty nice. And the arms are a bit weird with black fingernails, which is kind of strange. And yeah, so kind of odd look. I can't say I like the look of this Loki. As far as the sculpt, you know, like when they decided they're gonna make him look like this, when they went to design it, they did it pretty well. Even though I'm not a big fan of what they're designing, but they designed it well, as odd as that may sound. Overall, his articulation's pretty good. He's got a ball joint head, but because it's so hindered, it's really just a swivel pretty much. Ball hinge shoulders with a swivel bicep, double hinge elbows, and a hinge swivel wrist. So very good. Ball joint upper torso, and this is pretty interesting. It's an interesting joint. It's one that you don't see a lot. This joint pretty much does the same thing as Marvel Universe or any of the Marvel toy lines, so just it's designed a bit differently. It swivels. It's on like a swivel, and then it also hinges out. So it's pretty much like a hinge that's attached to a little peg that pegs in that allows it to swivel. So overall pretty good. Wish that they could like put a cut in here or something so you could swivel it from there, but they didn't. Double hinge knees and a hinge swivel ankle. So overall, standard articulation pretty much. Nothing special in articulation other than the wrist having a hinge. And yeah, so overall, it's a pretty nice sculpt. It's not a great rendition of Loki just because of its odd look. You know, it's really not the Loki that you'd expect. It's not quite comic and it's not quite movie. It's kind of in between, more in that like modern comic version. It's really not a classic comic, and it's not close to the movie. So it's in a little odd place, and I can't say that I'm a fan of it. If you're gonna do comic, do the original comic. If you're gonna do movie, do the movie. Don't do this half thing going on here. So overall, can't say that I love the actual look of the figure, but from when the people designing it get what they're designing it after, they did a good job. There's no problem there. Overall, it's a good figure, just not a great rendition of a good character. So there you go. So if that made any sense, there you go. I do have the movie series Thor, but I don't have the comic series Thor, so I won't compare them. But there you go. So that's my very review. Very short, but that's my very review of Marvel Thor, the Mighty Avenger comic series 6-inch Loki. So there you go. Thanks for watching.